Okay, the watch list for Tuesday. First, keeping in mind this is probably the slowest couple weeks of the year, the week before and after Labor Day. So it should be fairly slow. But anyway, I still got to put a list together, and we'll find other ideas as the trading day unfolds with the teamwork in our chat room this week. But my starting place is with this short list here. J.C. Penney's. There's nothing pretty about this chart, but it is now down a few days in a row. And if you go to an intraday on Friday, it was getting some unusual volume spikes here, and very near the early high of day on Friday morning. And so this, and you kind of have that spinning top, or I don't know what you call that, doji. You got a nice tail here, and this one, after taking out recent lows, may actually bounce from here. I don't have a trigger price for you, and I may or may not even find a trade in this on Tuesday, but you never know. That intraday volume makes it a little bit unusual to me, and therefore lands it on my watch list. This is about the 6th day in a row I've had ARO on watch. Just getting killed in a gap down. Not one green candle since the gap down. One of these days we might get a nice bounce trade in it. But nothing pretty about the chart. Well, let me go back. Nothing pretty about the chart except when you go out on the weekly and I pan way out, it has bounced very well. It's below this area. I don't know what the low was there. 835. It's at 813 now. The low back here in the 830s. I think I see an 811 on that day. So anywhere around. Remember, support resistance. It's an area. It is not an exact number. And so anywhere around, it bounced nicely off of 750s here. So this one, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Remember, these are weekly candles here, to see it get under 8. But at some point, I think we're going to get a nice snapback bounce. And so, as I say in a lot of my videos, it doesn't cost you anything to have it on a chart on an intraday basis. And maybe we get a nice high percentage move, relatively speaking, when you consider it now is an $8 stock. The beginning of August was almost a $16 stock. So, good candidate for a bounce. NQ. Looks like it started a base here after the last few days, but it's at the 20-day on the daily. Really strong here, nice volume back here, and I think it's at the point where it's due for a bounce. After watching it on Friday, it's fairly whippy though, so be careful if you trade that one. INCY, love this volume gap up, and really a lot of stocks that gap up like this on volume, people think they're either going to continue or they're going to come all the way back down and fill the gap. And eventually it'll probably do one or the other, if not both. But in the meantime, the third consideration is a range. Okay, so after the big gap up, oftentimes you get a range. And you can see now INCY is nearing the lows of that range. And it's nearing right there the 8-day moving average as well. So it goes on bounce watch in this area for Tuesday. QLIK, a little thinner stock, but a nice pop here, and hasn't broken a previous day's high since. Traded about $1 million on Friday, so this one's worth watching. It's at the 20 moving average on the daily as well. So this is a name with this nice 2-day move here, may get going if it starts lighting up the new highs ticker. INVN, this one's interesting over the $18 area. Deserves to be on watch. And then OPK. You see this big volume here and this big spike. It all happened right near the end of the day on Friday. So I don't know what to do with the thing other than put it on a watch list and maybe on a chart, and maybe we'll get a nice setup on Tuesday. So that's it for now. I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll talk to you guys Tuesday night.